What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive here with our next war recap video. And as the title says, this one is going to be on Town Hall 10 3-stars. So let's get right into it. Don't worry, Town Hall 9s. You will get to see attacks from this war. Be watching for the Coffee and Clash, the next one, and you're going to get to see a bunch of Town Hall 9 3-stars as well. So getting into the war, very strange. The enemy clan used most of their attacks, but look how drastic the star difference was. Really struggled with a 3-star or anything. But this brings up a good point that I made a while back when we had the whole 2 stars win war controversy, and it's strange because it just came up again with Galadon's video trying to show another war to where it was 1 stars that lost the war, but they claim that 2 stars won the war. I guess it's a semantics. You could say it either way. But what I said long ago when I made that video was even the really bad clans can 2-star at Town Hall 9, and this war proves that. Obviously, Town Hall 10, whole different game. They struggled, barely even tried, really struggled with those. But look at the Town Hall 9s, guys. All of them 2-star, top to bottom. Every clan out there can 2-star at Town Hall 9. So when you hear 2 stars at Town Hall 9 are good, don't listen to that because this is a perfect example of why it's not. Excellent job to everybody at OneHive. All of the Town Hall 10s 2 or 3-starred, and obviously all 9s and below. Oh, I didn't believe Town Hall. It's all 9s 3-starred as well. So excellent job. Everybody brought really strong attacks. Let's get right to it. We've got some nice ones to show and plenty of Town Hall 10 3-stars in this war. First one's BK taking on their number 8. Pretty, those Inferno Towers being level 2 and being so close in the core there, not the best, but not a bad base. I mean, it's not even like a bad layout, really. I mean, this would be something that some people would even struggle to 2-star. It's anti-2-star base. But again, not terrible. The one downside to it is, again, is the Inferno Towers and the air defenses not being maxed out. That would have made it a lot more difficult. But BK just drops a few golems down, drops his queen and a few wizards to create that funnel, and then just starts working his way into the base. The jump goes down. Here in just a moment, you'll see the king coming down, just working it in. His goal here, obviously, is to get to that queen. You got to take her out. He wants to get air defense or 2 and the Inferno Tower. Taking out an Inferno Tower is so big on a 3-star attempt on Town Hall 10. If you can get one of them out, you've just got such a leg up. CC troops coming out. He's got the rage going. Has his King of Rage, gets in there, takes that queen out, and then grabs the Inferno Tower. The queen's backing him up, going to take care, started beating on the Inferno Tower, didn't take it out. The queen's going to use her ability, take out those CC troops, and then grab that Inferno Tower. Then she's going to go down. He only got the 1 air defense, but again, because they're not maxed out, this base is in big trouble. Those Inferno Towers were in the queen were his really only lines of defense against a good, strong Town Hall 10 attack. So you see he drops his Lava Hounds, drops his balloons, a nice haste, a freeze. Look at that freeze. Love it. Inferno Tower, 2 Teslas. Do you get anything else in there? I can't hardly see. But anyways, high value freeze right there. Everything's going down really, really quickly. The pathing on the balloon's going right to the middle of the base, and he's got a few for the back end. You see he still has a Lava Hound up. That's perfect. As soon as that air defense goes down, it's going to be heading towards that last AD, and it's going to bust pretty quickly. But with these back end loons here, everything's going to go down. I love how it soaked up all those traps right there at the end. Look how many pups are on this base, too. Just perfect spread. Seems like he didn't lose any pups hardly once the Lava Hounds were busting. The balloon started taking the fire and taking out the defenses. So really crushed this base. Plenty of pups for cleanup, few balloons for cleanup. Just absolutely beautiful attack by BK. Excellent job, man. Keep it up. All right, moving on. Let's look at Snoop. Snoop taking out number 9, and I'm a sucker for these attacks. These 5... This is actually a 6 golem go-ho type attacks. I just love them. I don't know why. I just do. They're just cool to me. I'm a hog guy. I like watching it. So he just drops a golem down. And what he does here is pretty interesting as well. He drops a golem down and a few wizards to create the funnel. So he's sort of doing like a queen walk, but with that old school but pre-healer queen walk with just putting a tank out in front of it. Right there, that cannon does get locked onto his queen. So he probably should have dropped that second golem a little quicker because the cannon does some work on his queen. There's no question about it. You'll see she goes way down here. No healing for her. But once it goes down, she's all right. He's got the tank out in front. That golem right there is still tanking for the X-bow, which is good. And now this golem is actually going to reroute with him and come on down and join the main force, the main push into this base. As soon as that air defense goes down, that golem will stop beating on that wall. That's part of the new AI that I love. They won't sit there and beat on a wall indefinitely when there's an empty compartment. So right here sends the rest of his golems in down at the bottom. wall breakers to open up that compartment, and then a rage and more wall breakers trying to get even deeper into the base. He does have a jump. Right here comes the king. Look at that angle on the king, really dropping him wide to keep that from wrapping around the base there. So that was perfect. Dropped his hogs down. Queen takes out the CC troops. King's moving in. The defensive queen is dead. Just really coming through this base stronger at this point. You see the first set of giant bombs going off, but the hogs are right here. He's got 5 hogs. Actually, I think he brought hogs in the CC on this one. He's got 5 hogs in the bag. He's got to get in there and get those air defenses those inferno towers taken care of right there. So he had 11 hogs left. Watch these 11 hogs do work on this base. The queen's over there on the right side. She's going to help out, take out that last inferno tower in just a moment. But the hogs sort of wrapping around, staying just out of range of those inferno towers. Plus the king using that ability has those barbs in there. They're soaking up pretty much all of those multi-inferno targets. So the hogs are sort of on their own, just wrapping around the base. Both inferno towers down at this point, and dropping that last heal, well, actually one more heal, but that heal up top on the X-bow, just keeping his hogs up, keeping them moving forward. You see the golems still tanking. That's what's so great about this attack, is that those golems that get to that core, they just tank forever. I mean, 5 golems is going to really carry that. That's a lot of damage you can absorb. So the X-bow, all that stuff, targeting his golems and his king instead of the hogs, they are just able to wrap around the base and get the 3-star. Excellent attack. Sorry, I misspoke at the start of that one. 5 golem attack, not a 6 golem. He brought hogs in the CC. All right, moving along. Let's look at Wanders, taking out number 10. Another nice one. These guys, a lot of them had level 2 inferno towers, which does make it a little easier, but it's still not easy, especially when you've got those they're in the core like that. You got to have a freeze form, and when they're in the core like that, it's also harder to, these anti 3-star bases. A lot of times you'll see bases where getting to an inferno is much easier with your kill squad than on these core centralized ones. You really got to get deep into the base to even have a chance at one of those inferno towers, and taking them out on an attack like this is pretty important to get started. The queen was relatively exposed, actually quite exposed, so the king takes her out real quickly, then turns around, jumps on that air defense. So 1 air defense down. Here in just a moment, the queen's going to step up and the king's going to help out. They're going to get in there, take out that first inferno tower. Right there, she's on it, taking it out. But that is that. Again, not having maxed air defenses, guys. It's so huge. When you're at Town Hall 10, if you're going up against anybody that has a chance to 3-star you, they're probably going to do it with air. And then right there, the queen gets the 2nd air defense. So 2 air defenses down. All he's got left is 1 level 2 inferno tower, 2 non-maxed air defenses. He really probably should have sent these lava hounds in quicker, because all they're doing for him now is providing, all those air defense are doing for him is providing him with cleanup troops. He needs those lava hounds taking that damage. Right here, the air defense going down, only 1 left. That lava hound's going to run over there, jump on it, start tanking for it. But balloons come in on the backside, just that rage. I mean, look how quickly it goes down. Perfect timing on the explosion of the last lava hound. Gets those extra few pups for cleanup. You see a few of his minions of his own going on the bottom. Balloons grabbing that town hall. Just beautiful attack. Absolutely crushed it. Our guys are to the point, I think, now where when we run to bases like this, you're going to see a lot of Town Hall 10 3-stars like this. When you start having those level 3 infernos and max ADs, it is much harder and better layouts. But when we're running into clans like this, these guys are just racking up 3-stars, as you see in this video. Rhett taking out their number 12. This guy does have the level 3 inferno towers, but again, non-maxed air defenses. So that's a big one. Drops down a golem, a few wizards, another golem, just creating that funnel, letting everything start to move in. You see a few trap Teslas around the outside, so he's going to have to deal with that. Some of the wizards taking out some of that point defense. Finally, his queen goes down, and the jump spell on the king. He's got that nice wide funnel, and look at that little, I love that collector sitting there. It's just going to draw everything right in. King's going in, don't have to worry about it straying, the queen's going to go in. CC troops start coming out, goes ahead and uses the poison on it. They're trying to get right into that inferno tower. That on a base like this, when you don't have max air defenses, but you've got max inferno towers, obviously taking out one of those inferno towers is more important than anything else. You got to get in there. You got to get one of them out of your way. It's going to change everything if you don't. So right there, the queen's going to take out that storage. Inferno tower is going to be up next. The wizard tower, then the inferno tower, but has the queen's ability. So right there, uses it. Queen actually grabs a hex bow first, now locking onto the inferno tower, but with that level 40 queen, still gets it done. So nice and patient with the queen's ability, got that inferno tower and 1 air defense. So now he can start his lava hound attack, dropping the lava hounds down, balloons just for each defense like always, just working his way in, start soaking up all those bombs. The queen goes down. But really, this base is in big trouble. You see he's got that single inferno on the backside. You know, that's really hard on his lava hounds, but right there, freeze. Now the lava hounds can make their way through, soak up all those bombs, and with that rage, the balloons are right on top of it. And when it comes to, even if it targets a balloon and takes it out, who cares? It's one balloon, it's a single inferno. He's got plenty of balloons left. He's still got a lava hound, I believe, doing a little tanking there for him. And then right here, actually, nope, the lava hounds are down, but the swarm of balloons closing down that last air defense, just no chance, especially with it not being maxed. Just takes out the last few defenses. You see plenty of pups on the backside. Town Hall goes down. That is that. Excellent attack, Red. All right, let's look at a Town Hall 9 actually grabbing one of their lower Town Hall 10s. Really nice attack by Duce. I guess Duce felt like he had to prove himself after I ninja'd him. You know, he's got the curse of the live attack. Anytime it's a live attack, it just seems to go bad for him. I know what you guys are going to say. Oh, my God, X-Mod, he pre-triggered the bombs. It's a cleanup attack, guys. Obviously, he knew where those were. It's not cheating, it's just scouting. It's watching a replay, seeing where they were, and pre-triggering them with some barbs. Then he drops a few golems down. He got 3 or 4 golems here, actually? I should look at that. Yep, 4 golems. Nice. 4 golems go down. Wizards create that funnel, get a jump spell going right into the core. He can reach the whole way in, and then the CC with the P.E.K.K.A. and his king go down, drops that rage, takes out those few CC troops, the balloons, the dragons. Now they're in the core in just a moment. Right there, the king and all of those all of those golems and that P.E.K.K.A. are in the core. They're soaking up all those streams. They're doing work. They're going to get through that core pretty quickly, actually. It's pretty impressive how he takes it out with no freeze for any of those Inferno towers. Uses that king's ability. The queen's in there. She's about to start helping out with one Inferno tower. The king goes to the other, so a nice split there. The P.E.K.K.A. goes over. I think the P.E.K.K.A. just went. No, P.E.K.K.A.'s still up. He's almost down. But the Inferno tower's out of the way. Here come the hogs, and look at this base. No spring traps possible spots, no giant bomb possible spots. They've already been triggered, and so basically what he's dealing with here is Town Hall 9 defenses and not losing any hogs to spring traps. Still has his queen up, so has his king up. They're doing tanking. The hogs are just marching their way through, being very patient with that heal. He's got one more for those hogs. He's going to drop it right here, a little bit far to the left, in my opinion, because those defenses were all sort of going down. But anyways, no big deal. It's nitpicky. Just crushed this base. Excellent plan. Not the best base, of course, but still, at the Town Hall 9, taking out a Town Hall 10 with Inferno towers, with CC troops, even with a bad layout, it's not the easiest thing to do. If you haven't tried it, give it a try. If you have tried it, you know what I'm talking about. So excellent attack by Duce. All right, I'm going to throw in a bonus attack because we're doing all right on time here. We're at like 12 minutes. I'm going to throw in a bonus attack, not a 3-star, but very impressive 2-star on their top Town Hall 10 by Trey Shooter. I love this attack. I really, really do. Is it completely maxed out except for heroes and got a level 40 queen? Yeah, pretty much I think that's all maxed out. I could be missing something. Sometimes I do. It's like a few of those archer towers. I'm sorry. A few of the archer towers, or one of them anyways, is not. But pretty much a maxed out Town Hall 10. Love the game plan here. Just comes in from the bottom, drops those golems in a wall of wizards. He's just trying to get percentage points here, as well as create a funnel to push his queen for a queen walk up and around the base. So excellent job there. Takes out several trash buildings, several defenses, and then here goes his queen. Now, this queen, level 30, I think he had 4 healers on her there. Look how quickly she goes down here. She's got 1, 2, 3 to point defense and an X-bow. I mean, she is going down quick with that rage right there. Raged healers is like OP, especially when you're not dealing with CC troops. If you're just dealing with defenses, even point defense, I mean, a group of rage healers can actually just bring your queen out of it just like that. So you're going to see she's going to make it just fine. She's going to wrap around, still has her ability. That's nice. And then the angle that he finally decides to enter on this base is very important, because when the queen gets into that compartment there that he's wall breakering in right now, she's going to be able to reach that CC, or excuse me, that Town Hall. But as soon as that X-bow goes down, that's firing on those golems here on the backside, nothing else is going to be able to touch her. Everything else is going to be out of range. She's going to have a free shot to that Town Hall. So really the only concern he's got right here is taking care of those CC troops. Again, raging his queen, raging those healers. The healers are taking some fire, but for the most part, the queen is going to make it through, uses that poison, and then right there uses that queen's ability. Now, as soon as this X-bow goes down, you'll see she targets it in just a moment. It's going to go down using another rage, just keeping those troops raged. Right there, boom. She is perfectly safe now. Nothing's going to be hitting her. He drops that backside golem. Look how beautiful that is. Backside golem just to keep that archer tower, the only thing in range, off of his queen. Actually, that Expo, I guess, was pecking at her, but he did have a healer up. Just a beautiful attack. I mean, look at this. He's at 49%. He's not done with this base. This is a Town Hall 9, guys. He's going to get way up over 50% here. With that golem on the backside, a few more wizards dropping down. Let's see where he ends up. I think it's close to, is it close to 60? Yeah, 60%. Right there, he drops his king at the bottom. 61, 62. Just killed it. I mean, that's impressive. Really, really is. Awesome attack by Trey. I'm sorry, 5 healers there. Sorry, guys. There you go. Excellent attack, Trey. Good job to everybody at OneHive. Just a massacre of a war, honestly. Not really a good matchup at all, but, you know, some very nice attacks. Again, sorry, Town Hall 9s. I will be showing those Town Hall 9 attacks on the Coffee and Clash episode, so all you 9s out there that are disappointed, hang tight. You're going to get to see some coming. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, Jake from OneHive reminding you guys to suck less.